Good morning, Gemini, and welcome to my channel. This is the Oracle of Zoraya Utranaya, and welcome to your reading for April 2024. I've already cleansed your space with some sage, and I have shuffled your cards. Why don't we just talk a little bit about what the energies are going on in the astrology for this month, because it is supposed to be the most intense month of the year. Okay, so I am recording this on the 28th of March. So we just had the partial penumbral lunar eclipse in Libra on April the 25th, which was on Monday. Let me know if you felt that at all. I definitely had migraines and was feeling nauseous all weekend into Tuesday. Okay, and my dreams have been quite intense since then lately. So definitely let me know if you're feeling any of that energy. We are in the midst of eclipse season right now. So the next one is going to be in April, April 8th, and it's going to be a full total solar eclipse in Aries, and that's supposed to be the most powerful one that we're getting. So a lot of stuff can be happening. We already see the world is ramping up right now. We had that the bridge collapse in Baltimore. We have the terrorist attack in Russia, that thing going on with Kate Middleton and with the Royals, and now Puff Daddy stuff's going on. So a lot of stuff's going to be happening, especially with the energy that's coming in with the Jupiter and Uranus conjunction in Taurus. So Uranus can be a lot of like eruptions, like literally or figuratively, like truths coming out. And we're in Taurus, that would be in Taurus season, so about finances maybe too, agriculture, beauty, money, and Jupiter just expands all that. So definitely a lot of stuff is going to be ramping up in April. And we do have Mercury going retrograde as well on April the 1st. So a lot of stuff to look forward to. Okay, that being said, why don't we jump right into your reading, Gemini? Okay, so on the bottom of this deck, we have the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is a card that can signify utilizing perhaps the Aries energy that we have going on. So this is a fiery card, and this guy is the builder of the tarot. Okay, but he doesn't have staying power, so he likes to start things and then likes to move on to the next project. Okay, so you there's a lot of in and out energy going on here. Okay, so you might be feeling like you want to start some new projects, but if you're going to spend that energy, try to make sure that you have the energy to finish it, because it's a waste of energy. I know for me, I have the Sun, Mars, and Mercury in Aries, and I get this energy a lot. It's something that I strive to work towards, is finishing things that I start, be it books or projects or anything, right? So that being said, you're going to spend the energy doing something. Make sure that you are going to finish it, because then it's wasted, in my opinion. But at the same time, you can learn a lot of things about things. If you even put personal energy into, just take it how it resonates. Okay, but there could be a lot of energy tapping into that Aries energy to start maybe new projects or take some risks. Okay, we see here he does have salamanders on his cloak, and salamanders in the tarot can signify being protection from fire or protection from risks. So if you're going to be taking any risks on some new endeavors, perhaps make sure that you're calculating these risks, and don't do anything stupid, but you're definitely protected and you're encouraged to take those risks to try something new. Okay, so these cards at the bottom of the deck are the foundation of your month. Okay, so on the bottom of this deck, so the card that I just picked, the Knight of Wands, is a recurring theme I've been seeing a lot in the readings, as well as this card. So it is the Eight of Swords. Okay, so the Eight of Swords illustrates that any restrictions that you have in your life are self-imposed, and you have the ability to untether yourself from these restrictions so that you can move forward and not feel stuck. Okay, so if you're feeling stuck, let's take a look at why you're feeling stuck. What's going on? Do you have self-limiting beliefs? Are you talking negatively about yourself? Are you hanging out with the wrong people? Watching the news too much? focusing on the wrong things, having bad habits that are impeding on your ability to tap into your creative self, and that are impeding on your ability to reach your highest good, drinking, smoking weed, sleeping too much, having casual sex too much. What is holding you back? People, family members. You have it within yourself to release yourself from these restrictions. Okay. Now, someone might be coming in to help you, but on the normal Rider-Waite deck, there is no other person here. If you see, she is enclosed in half a cage of swords. So she's not trapped. Okay. These are loosely tied to her, and so is her blindfold. So she has the ability to just lean up against one of these swords and cut the tether herself. Or she could just probably push herself out of it. Okay. So analyze what is holding you back and what is restricting you, because these are all self-imposed and you have the ability to release yourself from these restrictions. Okay. All right. What do you got in store for Gemini universe? The Nine of Cups. So we have the Nine of Cups here starting off your reading. 9 is a very good number. This gentleman here, doesn't look like he has been lacking anything. So he looks like he has been enjoying himself with libations, drinks. He looks quite full from a feast. Okay. And he's basking in the energy of what he wants to become. So this can be a card of manifestation. Okay. It's not about faking it till you make it, but it kind of that's a good way to kind of explain it. Okay. So whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, you need to exist in this reality like you already have it. So you want wealth, you need to embody the energy of what it means to be wealthy. If you want to be healthy, you need to embody what it means. And that means talking to yourself that way that you already have it. Being mindful of how you speak is very powerful, because words are spelling and they create energy around you, be it verbally speaking or within your own mind, because your cells can hear you. Okay. So if you want to be rich, or go do what rich people do. Go eat at a nice restaurant. Take yourself out on a date if you want to have a boyfriend or girlfriend, or have someone to date. Walk around or drive around in a wealthy neighborhood. Do what wealthy people do. Watch videos about what they do. Okay? And start carrying yourself like you are already that person. The way that you dress and carry yourself in your life has a big impact on how you feel as a person and how others see you in the world and how you manifest who you want to become. Be the person you want to be already. Step into that energy and bask in that energy and absorb it and become it. Okay? The Nine of Cups is about self-fulfillment, spiritual fulfillment, contentment, being satiated on everything. So he is not for lack. He is feeling like he is satiated with what life has given him. It could be a card of gratitude as well, right? Because being grateful attracts more things to be grateful for, right? The Nine of Cups was your first card. And now we have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands can signify, so the story of the Two of Wands here. This gentleman, he is wealthy, he has a villa, and he has done everything that he's ever wanted to do, and he's accomplished all of these things that he's ever wanted to accomplish in record time. And now he's standing in his villa looking out into his village, and he's wondering what is next. But he feels that he's done everything, but he hasn't. Okay, that's all in your mind. The world is never going to end with lessons and things that you can accomplish. So if you feel that you have ended one cycle, what is it that you want to do next? The world is in your hands. Okay? Now, this card can signify news coming in, also about business endeavors or partnerships that you are trying to seek out. If this is something about a business or a project that you're working on, it is the 2, right? So partnerships. But it is also about what is it that you're going to do next in your life. The world is in your hands. The world is changing right now. What do you want to become? A lot of the times when the things are collapsing is perfect time to recreate yourself and utilize it to your advantage on what you want to become. Okay? Start thinking about it and bask in that energy. The third card we have is the 7 of Cups. There's a lot of different options that you can take. So this card can signify being spoiled for choice. Okay. And it could be, or it could be a lot of things going on in your head, or you have a lot of ideas going on in your head, or you don't know who you want to become. There's a lot of good things in these cups, and there's a lot of bad things as well. And it could be a card about temptations too. Okay, so however that resonates, this is a general reading. But I think there's a lot of figuring out who you want to become right now, Gemini. Who am I? A lot of philosophical thinking, perhaps. And who are you in respects to the rest of the world? There's a lot of options coming in for you. And so you need to be mindful of what the consequences of taking those options or accepting them when they are offered to you, what the consequences of those might be. Okay, we have beauty here. There's a surprise, property, jewels, power, magic, like there's a snake here, so knowledge maybe. Okay, but each of these things have pros and cons in them. So you need to ponder about what it is that you want and what is important to you. We are being encouraged right now to evaluate where our values are. This is going to be a big thing big theme moving forward, especially with Pluto oscillating now between the final oscillation, the final dance between Aquarius and Aquarius and Capricorn. Our values are going to be questioned. They're going to crumble, and we need to figure out who we are moving forward. This is going to be very important to us and where we stand in the world, because the world is going to look very different soon. Okay? Everything we know is going to be turned upside down, and we need to know who we are so we know which way to go and how to navigate our way forward. But you need to figure out what you value in your life. What do you value? Do you value your family? Do you value your community? Do you value your own beauty, your health? These are not bad things. You can value these things. Do you value money above other people? What are you willing to do for money or power? A lot of the top-down structures are going to be collapsing. We're going to be more oriented around community. Where do you fit in that? I think there's a lot of introspection energy going on here, Gemini. And you're being encouraged to figure out what is important for you now, so that when things do happen, you know where you stand. And it's easier for you to navigate these energies. Okay, for the 9 of Cups, we have the 9 of Wands. So another 9 card. Perhaps we are ending a cycle, or we're approaching the end of a cycle. Okay, the 9s go into the 10s, and then we go to the court cards, and then we start at the 1 again, right? So with the 9 of Wands, this is about utilizing all of the lessons that you have learned in your life to navigate how you move forward. So you don't forget. All of these wands are all the lessons and all the hardships and all of the hurts that he has gone through. You never forget them. They make you who you are, okay? Chiron, the asteroid, is very predominant during this eclipse and in April. Okay. I believe he's in Aries as well. And so Chiron is the wounded warrior. And this is the wounded warrior right here. So despite how wounded you are, knowing that whatever has wounded you in the past makes you stronger is going to give you energy and what you need to navigate this last fight that we're going through. Okay, the story of the Nine of Wands is that this is a card of persistence and perseverance and digging deep down inside and getting that strength because there is one more battle to fight. Okay. And normally he's only by himself, but knowing that there are other people here to help you as well. Okay, he's quite nervous about trusting this guy, and you should always be nervous about trusting people, but doesn't mean that you can't. But always remember your past and what you learned from other people. Okay. If you're working on a project as well, or something creative or something like that, this card can also signify trying new things and seeing what sticks. But you don't want to stay stagnant, right? On the bottom of on the bottom of this deck, you had the Knight of Wands, and he has the salamanders here, and he's protected from risk. So definitely trying new things is going to be to your advantage. But if you are stuck at a stagnated point, you definitely want to try new things and see what sticks. There's no hurt in that. And trying and definitely opening yourself up to get help from people too. Okay, with the Two of Wands, we have the Hermit. I haven't seen this card in a while. So the Two of Wands, we're analyzing what is important to us and who we are. Okay, the Hermit is a card of philosophizing. And he goes and he removes himself from reality and the world to go within and to figure out who he is. Okay, and I think that's so that we're pairing it with this card of the Two of Wands. And they're both holding these staffs. So having a firm grasp on who you are, I think, is very important. He's grounding himself with this wand, looking forward into what is next. And the snake can represent here knowledge and wisdom. Okay, and he has integrated his shadow. Perhaps it is time for you to go within, take some time to yourself in your villa before you tackle the world and figure out what is important inside and who you are as a person. Okay? Because then you can let your star out. This is the Star of Aquarius. This is the Star of the Star card. Before you can let your inner star shine, you need to figure out what your shadow is, and you need to figure out how to integrate both of them. And you need to figure out what your values are moving forward. So this card is encouraging you to take time before you delve into the world and try to help the world maybe with what's going on. You need to figure out where you stand and who you are as a person. It's tough, but it makes you more powerful and more strong, because then you can integrate your shadows and your hardships and your hurts to make you the most powerful and strongest person ever. And last but not least, with the Seven of Cups, we have the Page of Pentacles. So another card that has help coming in. Don't hesitate to ask for help if you need it. We are not alone. We're being encouraged to grow as a focus on our community level, on the grassroots level. So you will be helping people. Maybe other people can help you now. But this card is about planting seeds. There could be news coming in on how, especially with regards to Taurus. So focusing on self-reliance with perhaps building your own garden. But the pages bring news, so maybe you could be getting some news coming in, and you might be having a lot of different options to pick from Maybe you have various sources or various people reaching out to you, or businesses reaching out to you, or potential employers reaching out to you, asking you if you want a job. Okay, but where do your values lie within that? Your job should resonate with your frequency and your level of consciousness. And if you're feeling negative and you hate your job, you do not belong there. So pick the job that resonates with your values and your integrity and your honor, because then you can be truly happy, right? But you need to do this introspection before you accept any of these offers. You need to know who you are. Okay, Gemini? Very powerful reading. That's all I have for you today. If you like that, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if that's something you'd like to do. You can also hit that bell button so you can be notified when I release my new videos. Okay, and if you want a more holistic picture on what's going on with your month, definitely don't only check out your sun, but also your moon, rising, and your Venus. Okay. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm very grateful for you watching, and I will see you next time. Take care and have a good night. Bye.